It feels good to be back in the saddle.
I know.
Is it not a return to a calmness that we did not even know we were in?
It feels like when you've been, like, traveling a lot lately and you finally have a night to, like, get on the couch with your favorite snacks. Like, for me, it would be, like, a charcuterie board.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, sit on the couch and just melt. That's what it feels like. It feels like being able to do that again after not doing that for a long time.
And also kind of, it makes me realize anyway that, you know, when things are really stressful, but then they go to like 11.
Yeah.
And then they come back and they're still stressful. You're still busy, but you have a little area, you have a window of going like, okay, but at least it wasn't.
It's not that anymore.
It's not that busy. So I think we're kind of comfortably in that range.
Yeah. It feels good. So also, a lot's happened since we've...
When was the last time when's the most recent time we recorded?
The live?
I guess technically the live.
Yeah.
But before that, as in a regular episode, it was whatever episode came out before the live.
Yeah.
Because I don't even count that as like a normal recording session.
It's been a while.
It's been a very long time. It's been, God, kind of didn't.
It's a draw.
I mean, you did beat me to it a little bit, but I'm getting better.
I know. There's recorded evidence of that.
Gotcha twice on the live stream. Except one time you did say it's just been.
Yeah, it was really
I still fucking count it.
Oh, well.
How was your Halloween?
It was low-key. It was wrong.
Literally, it was
not
wrong.
Correct.
It was the wrong day.
But it kind of worked out because I did all of my warding and whatnot the day before Halloween, which I feel like was good.
Which, let's be clear, you thought was Halloween.
I thought it was Halloween. I thought it the whole day. I woke up.
When did you get clued in?
Like 8:30 at night.
Oh, shit.
And then I was like, wait a minute. I have 2 more days of work to go. And I work from home on Fridays. And I was just like, wait a minute. I have to get out of my pajamas tomorrow? What?
On Halloween?
Yeah. And so I came home and I cleaned and mopped everything. The whole deal. Full clean. And then smoke cleansed the house with one of my bundles.
The whole deal.
Which, I'll tell you about it next. But I got to tell you about the Sean James concert. But... Yes. I did the whole house with a bundle, and I burned, like, almost all of it, about half of it, going through. And it was good. I used Kim's badass protection oil that she made, and
that she said was poison, and you kept eating it?
I did not even touch it. And I followed her directions and got a Q-tip and sigiled every single window, every door, everything like that. And it feels real good.
Hell yeah.
But it was not Halloween.
Well, it still counts.
At all.
You know.
And, but I tried to make it festive, so I made some snickerdoodle cookies, which I cooked too long, and they were so hard. And I am not a baker. I will cook any dish you throw at me, but I cannot fucking bake. I can't.
Yet another way that we eat, like, yin and yang, you know?
Yeah.
Like, because I can't cook a boiled egg, but I will bake some shit.
Well, and it's like...
We should open a restaurant.
It's like Hunter said last night. He was like, cooking is an art, but baking is a science.
Yeah.
And that's very true. Baking takes a level of... Because I'm not a precise cook at all. I improv everything that I do. And I make up shit and make up recipes and whatnot. So having to follow strict rules for baking, otherwise it will ruin.
See, I've heard that said, because that's what Carol, Cooking with Carol, has said before. And I don't know. I think that's true structurally, but I don't view it that way because I think that there's so many things that you can do with baking, but you do have to be careful.
Yeah.
And I think I kind of respect that rigidity a little bit. Kind of it'll rein it in a little bit for you because sometimes you can get a little crazy. And sometimes when, like, I like to use baking as, like, an anti-stressor. So it is nice to go to when you feel very out of sorts to go to and like, be like, this is what I'm supposed to do. Now I can add fucking chocolate and I can add this and I can add this, but I have this little plan to stick to.
See, that makes me nervous.
But see, cooking makes me nervous for the opposite reason because I'm like, I don't know. I'm going to do something. I don't trust myself.
See, when I'm trying to relax, I'll open my fridge and be like, all right, I got portobello's.
Clark's that way.
I got this. Dude, you know what we can fucking put together and then just like make it happen.
Yeah.
That's how but if I like, all right, let me pull out my recipe book, I start getting heart palpitations.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Well, see, okay. it's easier for that purpose to remember baking recipes. So when you get to the point, like I can make a loaf of bread without looking at a recipe, right? And I know that's very low skill, but it makes you feel so fucking badass to like get in and like just pull out everything you need and just like, boom, there's some bread.
Make a bread.
And
bread making to me is something that I hold in very high respect.
I love doing it. It's probably my favorite thing to make. I mean, I do love at the end of a baking session having, you know what? This is serendipitous. I have a baking session as a part of my topic today.
Oh, good.
Let me put this necklace over here. I like to have the reward of like cookies or like a pie or something at the end of it. But bread feels so, what's the word? It's like you've provided.
It's very hearty. Yeah, you're like,
you're like, I made something that's going to go with this.
Literally the bread and butter kind of deal.
Oh God, bread and butter.
Nothing's better. Ooh. Especially fresh bread.
Oh, hot.
Fresh hot bread.
With some of that Irish
good,
butter.
Real like cream butter.
God damn.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Oh my God.
We've been chowing down on those cookies too.
I know, they're good.
Those thick ass icing cookies.
How was your Halloween?
It was good. My Halloween was very low key. We're not low key Halloween people around my place.
It was a very lackluster Halloween year for me.
It's always strange when it's on a weekday.
Yeah.
You know, it's always strange when it's not a Friday or a Saturday. Also, the temps got pretty cold for us here in these parts.
Yeah,
so
bummer.
Not a lot of kids were out trick-or-treating. I think a lot of kids opted, or a lot of parents opted.
Well, it rained that night.
Out here it did?
Yeah, we got some drizzle.
Oh, I don't think we got any. Because I really wanted it because it was below freezing. And I was like, snow? But, I think a lot of parents take their kids to indoor things, or at least did last night.
Like trunk or treats nowadays, too.
Which is kind of a bummer, but I get it. But we had a very, very, very small amount of trick-or-treaters. So we just stayed in. We actually, and this is the first time in my life that I've ever done this, and it made me feel so old, we turned our light off at like 9. We've never done that. I am the last person on the block turning my light off. I'm also that person who gives out fucking full-size candy bars.
I feel that.
So, like, I love it. But we turned it off super early. We just watched scary movie after scary movie after scary movie. Somebody touched my shoes, which if you were watching our live, you know what that means.
I think it's hilarious.
I had a pair of shoes.
Get slightly moved.
That I just had by the front door, outside of the house, on the outside. Off to the side, so nobody tripped on them. They're at a place where if you tripped on them, then you were trying to get through my window. And they're busted, so I'm like, I need to throw these away. So I just put them by the front door so I'd remember. Of course, I don't remember. But the next morning, they've been like knocked over and kind of moved, and one was like kind of upside down.
Could it have been your possum?
Yeah, it is possible. But those shoes were there. It's possible. Those shoes were there for like half a week.
Maybe there's
and
something
they were
there
fine.
he wanted.
I know.
Maybe he was done hitting up all your neighbors' houses for vegetables and shit. And he came
and he's like,
shoes.
"What are these boot-shaped vegetables, little fucker?" I think somebody, honestly, since there's a lot of people wandering around and stuff, you know, and a lot of teens, you know how those kids are. Mm-hmm. I think somebody got psyched about a free pair of boots, and then saw the size of them. I wear a woman's 12, which is the size of the earth. And then they just said, fuck it, and put them down. So that was my Halloween.
Yeah.
And I've been a little unnerved about just the idea of somebody on my porch doing things that I don't know about. In movies, the scariest thing to me is when there's like somebody outside of the house and the people inside are oblivious to it.
Unaware. Yeah. No, it's fucked.
Kind of almost strangers-esque,
you
know? Anyway.
So I have important news for you. Since we last spoke on this podcast,
yes,
I have met, hugged, and given Sean James a bundle.
That's correct. That's correct.
And a sticker for our podcast.
Oh, really? Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to go with you guys, but then I had the whole chest infection happen.
It was
bummed out. I'm glad you got to go.
Out of this world. It was super intimate of a setting. He is literally the sweetest human. Yeah. He's like a teenager.
The picture you sent with him and Lyra and you dwarfing you.
I had 3-inch heeled boots on.
So sweet.
No, I was wearing my thick like platform boots. Yeah.
Oh, those crazy colored ones?
What crazy colored boots?
The ones that you got from Jefferson.
Oh, no. Pretty, not that much shorter. They're big black dominatrix boots is what they are. And he was the sweetest thing. And it was like, honestly,
the sweetest thing.
The show, it broke my brain. It was so good. So I don't know. I don't know if you've ever seen the American Dad episode.
Love it. Off to a great start.
So there's an episode to where Roger gets the password on DirecTV to watch Barbara Does Celine.
Oh, yeah.
And then he gets in that weird 3D thing and he leaves his body. That's what it felt like. And it was just unbelievable. It was just unbelievable. And I could not even handle it at all. And he finished, I don't remember what song it was that he finished. He played everything that I could have ever wanted, ever. And Lyra looked at me and she was just like, that was church. And I was like, yeah. And there was free beer. Free beer.
Didn't know that.
And it was Lone Star.
I would have dragged my sick ass out of bed.
It was free beer. And so after the show, we went up to talk to him, and shoot the shit with him, and he's such a sweetie pie. I just can't get over how much of just a sweetheart.
And it's strange because he does look like he could demolish somebody.
And he looks like he could be kind of rough, almost like Danny Trejo if he needs to be.
Yeah, a little bit.
But he is so goddamn sweet. And so it kind of started out really funny.
Trejo.
So we were in line to say hello, and there was this middle-aged blonde woman. And we were talking to her about, she'd never heard of him before, and so we were talking to her about him. And, so she talks to him for a minute and then she turns around and she's like, your two biggest fans are right here. And he went, don't embarrass them like that. And then I looked at him and I was like, it's the hats. Because we were both wearing wide brimmed hats. And he was just like, so we talked for a little bit. And he's a doll. And then I made a special one for him, and it was a thick boy, a thick buddy.
Thick butter.
Yeah. And I had it all wrapped up, and I was like, I brought you a gift. I'm sorry if that's really strange. And he kind of looked at me, and I was like, so I pulled it out, and I gave it to him, and I said, I called it a juniper bundle, because I've since learned that's really what it is.
You, Macy, you have been scarred from that episode.
It's really fucking
I have not heard you say the word cedar since then.
Juniper! And so I gave it to him, and I was like, this is a juniper bundle. And he said, what do I do with it? I was like, have you ever saged before? And he was like, yeah. I was like, it's the same thing. You can cleanse, I was like, I imagine touring being exhausting and really, really hard. And he was like, it really is. And I was like, so this is for you. And he gave me a big hug, and he was like, it's very sweet. And so we talked for a while, and then Lyra took a shot out of his Jim Beam, and he was the best. And it was great.
Man.
Oh, and then right when I hugged him again before I left, and I gave him a sticker, one of our stickers, and I said, I just want you to know there's a coven of witches who think the world of you. And he heard me, he hadn't read the sticker yet, but he looked at me about the witch thing, and he was like, I thought so. And I was like, yeah, I know.
I figure he can probably spot
sniff
one
that out.
easy.
Yeah, sniff out a witch.
Man, I have the hardest case of FOMO about that whole situation.
It was perfect. And that's the thing. We were driving home and I just almost couldn't even. I was just driving. I was like, it was perfect. It was perfect. It was just wonderful. But y'all, I feel really bad for him. So he's had some shit luck because I follow him on Instagram. So after our show, and I actually commented on his status today, and I don't usually do that because I know that's nuts. And
how is that nuts?
I don't know. And so they got in a van accident. So his tour van got busted. They had to cancel some dates. And
it was your cedar.
And then he got the flu. And he's just had this string of bad luck. So I commented and I said, burn that juniper bundle, and he liked it.
Whoa, shit.
Yeah, I was like, that's sweet. But yo, send Sean James some kindness. He needs it.
Man.
Send him some light.
Poor little dude.
I know.
Send him some lunar vibes.
And some lunar vibes.
Shit, I wish I had something nearly as interesting.
Oh, I have one more cute story for you. It's very short and very cute. Okay, it involves Papa. Oh. So, Papa, almost got beaten to death with a pan by Rustin.
Wait!
Okay, you didn't hear the full story.
So for you guys at home, Papa is me and Macy's shared grandfather.
Yes. And so when we were, where were we? At y'all's for the pop-up weekend.
Okay.
We had him watch our chickens.
Yeah.
The little chicks. And so he loves it.
Mm-hmm.
He's all about it. So he was down here checking on the chicks like he needed to do one night. And Mom couldn't recognize his car down here.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad she's looking out. But she was like, I don't know who that is. And Rustin happened to be visiting. So they like went down to check it out.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently Rustin was going down the hallway with a pot. Like a saucepan.
Your brother. Only Rustin.
Yeah. And because he heard something in the chicken room and he stumbles.
Rustin's fucking Samwise.
You know he is. You know it. And he walks in to find Papa with the guitar serenading the chicks.
I'm going to die.
Yeah.
I'm going to die.
And he's just playing him a song.
And he never thought anyone was going to see that.
Isn't that precious?
Oh my God.
Isn't that just golden hearted?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
it's a little slice of life that otherwise would have never been uncovered.
Mm-hmm.
What a nice thing.
He loves those little chicks. Like, he loves them so much. So what are you talking about?
I'm coming at you today with a wintertime seed. I was going to say an herb.
Seed. That's another word that's popular in that book series.
Seed. I can't say seed and not think
of sperm. That's because that's all that you can think of.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's also like it's every other word in Game of Thrones. I mean, it's just everything.
It's common in the Cushiel series.
Spilling seed, planting seed, and you're the seed of my dick, or whatever it is they say. I don't know, but
isn't that romantic? Child, you're the seed of my dick. I don't like that. I retract that statement.
Like, for some nice alliteration, the seed of my sack.
Ugh. Of my testes.
Okay. Do we need to put some kind of, like, NC-17 warning on this episode? Okay, I'm going to be talking about nutmeg today. Nutmeg. Which is hilarious, because
Our little nutmeg has to go all noble.
What is that from?
It's Hercules. It's Hades it's Hades. His sassy bastard.
I love Hades.
I relate to Hades.
I love Hades
so
much.
Deeply.
And we rewatched it when Macy came over.
It's my favorite Disney movie, hands down.
Probably a couple of months ago now. But we rewatched several Disney movies. We watched Mulan.
It just stands out, man.
Princess and the Frog, which I had never seen.
Oh, love Princess and the Frog.
Because when that came out, I had already hit like my I'm too cool for Disney like years.
I get excited about it because it was the first hand-drawn one they'd made in a while. Yeah. And it has the music's good and it's like all New Orleans-y and shit. I loved Princess and the Frog. But Hercules, hands down, forever and always, is the best. You got it's the music.
Yeah. I can't pick my favorite. I'm torn between freaking Aladdin and The Lion King.
Lion King's my right up there, right by Hercules.
I think it might be Aladdin because it's
always been Aladdin for you.
Yeah, I just love it so much.
Because you got a crush on Jafar.
Well, yeah, I mean. Anyway, I'm talking about nutmeg.
Nutmeg.
Very wintry spice. Very wintry seed for your mouth. Seed. And, I didn't even mean it that way.
A wintry seed for your mouth.
When I said it. But, I mean, I do have... Okay. I'm going to talk about nutmeg. This is the fourth time. Nutmeg. I have a special, not just a recipe involving nutmeg, but I kind of went... kitchen witchery, spellcraft, inspired.
Oh.
Recently, I kind of redeveloped a love for kitchen witchery and taking a lot of respect for the steps of it. Not just cooking a meal, but actually stopping and thinking about the ingredients that you're using and kind of enchanting each one for a purpose. So that's what I got. What do you got?
Well, the witchy retreat actually inspired me a little bit too.
Yeah.
In my little kind of spell that I have. So I've never been one for candle magic. It's never really spoke to me. However, this weekend really changed that. Jordan did a great job at kind of breaking it down. Because for me, it's honestly one of those things I'm like, that's fucking woo.
Yeah.
It's woo as hell. And this weekend really changed my perception on that. And plus, this is kind of I have some hoodoo thrown in mine. So it's a little fun spell. I actually have a charm in mind that I'm in the process of fleshing out that I'm going to put together. I'm very excited about it. But yeah, and it originally was just going to be the Sweetgum little spiky boys, but the tree itself is immensely fascinating. And there's so much about Sweetgum. It's not just a trash tree, like a lot of people say.
Hey, and how we definitely view it down here.
People hate them. They cut them down like crazy. And it's not. It's a very beneficial tree in literally every single way. There's not a way it's not.
Really?
It's very interesting. So yeah. I'll come at you with those Sweetgum boys.
Tell me about the Sweetgums.
Do I go first?
I'm not sure. It's been so long.
It's been!
It has just been so long since we've done this. I don't know who goes first, so we can just flip a snack or we can do whatever. But one thing I do know is before we go any further. This episode is dedicated to Claire S. I was panicked.
What is some good? I'm going to celebrate. What's some Sean James I can celebrate with? Claire S. at the moon. Her blood runs hot and out of tune.
That's some Sean James.
Yeah. Can't do it that good. Did this cold front, did it fuck with your voice? I mean, I know you just got better, but...
See, that's the thing. I couldn't tell the line between when I got better from my voice and like when... Because everybody right now is
Everybody's having voice problems.
Some shit.
Hunter's has been bothering him too. So I've not been able to sing properly for like days, and I want to, and it's like my biggest problem, and it's when my voice gets so fucked up, is because I'll like want to, and then I'll push it because I know I don't need to, but my throat's irritated. But if I don't sing and drive, I feel like I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah, no, same.
And it's terrible.
I haven't really sang at all since I've lost my voice. And I mean, I will not be in a car and not sing.
Yeah.
So I've been mouthing, which it feels a little bit better.
It's something.
But even that, you flex a little of your vocal cords. Even that has been kind of getting to me.
Yeah.
So I haven't even tried it yet.
Yeah. I think I really fucked my voice up when I fought through my laryngitis instead of just letting it be. I think that's part of the reason I've still been having trouble. It's because I did a little bit of damage.
But... sexy Phoebe voice.
Sexy Phoebe voice. For the rest of my life.
Well, what are you going to do?
All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to flip this book. Pick a side. You want the dramatic female cover, or do you want the back that has words?
I want the back cover, because I'm all about that bass. Okay, hold on.
Shut up. Shut up.
We're flipping a book to see who goes first, because that's all we got.
Back.
Ha, ha. Okay.
You go first.
Okay, here we go. So I'm going to talk to you today about nutmeg. So nutmeg is not a nut, but a seed. We've spoken briefly about
nut and seed.
So it's not a nut, it's a seed. From several trees from the Myristica genus of trees. And then it is then either used whole, or you can grind it into a powder. Then it says, I put in quotes here, talk about that.
Great.
No, I think all I wanted to say here was, have you ever, those big long nutmeg grinders that you can have?
Yes.
And have you ever ground a nutmeg on the, they're so satisfying. And because they look like little hard bits of a hard ass walnut is what they look like, right? But they grind so smooth and so softly, and it's such a fun thing. I love to pull out the big grinder and get a little nutmeg and on my coffee. It just feels like such a I don't know, it just feels like very fresh and
sounds very luxurious,
woodsy kind of thing. So there, I talked about that. So nutmeg, along with a lot of other spices that we use a lot around this time, cinnamon, allspice, clove, things like that. It's very warm and it's got a touch of sweetness to it. It's also been described as spicy before, kind of like cinnamon, it's got a little bit of that heat to it. And it's used in almost every single holiday blend.
Oh, yeah.
It's in it's all over the place. It's in coffees right now. It's in desserts.
Anything in pumpkin spice.
It's
anything
got
has nutmeg in it.
And usually no pumpkin.
Yeah, it's a lot of nutmeg.
Nutmeg, cinnamon, sometimes squash.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think me and Dad were talking about those pumpkin pie filling cans that you can get, if you look at the back, it's like squash. There's like no, it's like pumpkin flavoring in squash. So nutmeg was used traditionally as medicine. We have evidence that ranges as far back as 3,500 years ago, because they actually found residue on the inside of some like super ancient pots. And that's cool that lasts for that long. And then some scientist,
I like to imagine they just like lick it.
Yeah, he's like, nutmeg.
That'd be nutmeg.
This is from 3,000 years ago. And it originally came from the Spice Islands, also known as the eastern part of Indonesia. It was a big heavy hitter in like the spice trade and like a lot of the bloodshed that happened because of stuff like that. Have you ever heard of the Dutch East India Company?
Yeah.
I remember learning about them in school. It came to a time where it was starting to get really popular. Nutmeg was getting very, very popular in medieval Europe. They used it not only to cook and things like that, but it was also thought to keep the plague away. And it was massively expensive. If you could get your hands on nutmeg, it was kind of like saffron, how we think about that. You know, it was super, super expensive.
Getting like a full thing of rose oil.
Oh, shit. Yeah. You know, if you had a thing of nutmeg, you were daddy, you know. So your
what was it that you said way back?
Something about dogs. I don't remember.
Like, you were daddy. I don't remember what that was.
I don't know. I just remember Lyra coming over. She was like, I loved it when you said you were daddy. Yeah. Okay, cha. So yeah, everybody's really, really wanting it. So that's when this Dutch East India Company came in, and they were looking to get a monopoly on the trade of nutmeg.
Yeah, they're evil as fuck.
Yeah, they're bad. They're bad dudes. And of course, not just nutmeg. They were trying to corner the market on a lot of things, but nutmeg happened to be in that list of things that they wanted. So they launched into this battle, and it's called a battle online, but battle should be put in quotations here.
It's like a skirmish.
It was like a slaughter, is what it was. Because it was the Dutch East India Company came up on the Bandanese in 1621, and they killed all but 1,000 people on the island.
How many
in the
people were
space.
On the island? Jesus.
A large amount. And then of the 1,000 people that were left, they were not treated kindly.
No, I'm
if
sure
you can
they
imagine.
Were fucking slaves and shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, yeah, that was an evil company.
It was not a good scene. And I just wanted to, I just thought it was an interesting bit of history, because...
The bloody oranges.
The bloody oranges.
The bloody origins of nutmeg.
Of nutmeg. And spice in general.
The spice trade was...
dark.
Yeah. It was tough.
All for... It seems strange because it's not... Well, I was going to say it's not medicine. I guess it really was back then in a lot of ways, but it's nothing that you would think of as completely necessary.
It seems like a lot of what fueled like the East India Company and things like that was status.
Yeah.
If you had it, you were the shit.
Exactly.
Really.
And it wasn't something that we needed, but you know what? It was luxury.
Yeah.
It's these slaughters and wars.
That doesn't matter.
So much death for some luxury. Very, very European at the time.
Yeah.
Or that time. So, and on a lighter note, because that's a bummer, but it has been suggested that Connecticut received its nickname, and this is from Wiki, so it's absolutely right. The Nutmeg State, apparently, is what Connecticut goes by. Texas is, what are we, the Friendly State?
The Lone Star State.
What? I thought we were the Friendly. Please. Okay. So anyway... Circling back, Connecticut is known as the Nutmeg State, and it's been suggested that they received that name from a term called nutmegging or nutmegger as a person. The claim that some unscrupulous Connecticut traders, way back in the day, they would nutmeg people.
Oh.
And what that meant is they would take chunks of wood and whittle it down to look like a nutmeg. And then they would sell it to people at exorbitant prices.
That's very specific. And I love the word unscrupulous. I love that word.
So to nutmeg somebody has apparently I've never heard it, but at some places maybe, and sometimes it later came to mean any type of fraud. to get nutmegged, I guess.
I'm going to use that.
Or if you wanted to call somebody like a fake, you'd call them a nutmegger, So
I like it.
There's that. So nutmeg is one of the essential oils that you get it by steam distillation, which is my least favorite of all the distillation processes, because steam can kill a lot of the good floras and stuff. But since this is a hardy thing, this is not a flower or anything very delicate. This is a hardy ass dude. There's not much to kill within it. So the easiest way by far is to do steam distillation. Nutmeg does contain a toxin that can result in poisoning if you consume it at a high rate. So consuming a large amount of the oil is not advised, but you can put it in as a flavoring into foods. And especially it's gotten a lot of popularity in foods that they don't want like the little bits of nutmeg, they don't want it to be visible. So they would use the oil. However, even in its powder form, and especially in its oil form, massive amounts of nutmeg can cause a reaction, mostly allergic and skin reactions and things like that, or even a psychoactive effect, which is strange. I saw a lot of this in research.
Wow.
That nutmeg in large quantities
make you trip balls?
You will trip ass. However, do not use it for this purpose, because you are much more likely to be seriously hurt or killed than to have a short ass little trip.
Just try mushrooms instead.
Yeah, I mean, if you're that desperate for a trip, do something that is probably not going to kill you. But then again, refer to our disclaimer. Don't take anything we ever say seriously. Clove. Nutmeg is used again in many toothpastes and in mouthwashes and cough syrups for some reason. But it has a lot of the same oral hygiene effects that we saw with clove. And it reminds me in a lot of way of clove. And I guess that's why I said clove at the beginning of that little bit. But in some places it was common, and I think some places still around the world will do this. It's common to take a nutmeg and to tie it to a toddler, like as a necklace. Don't just tie it to a toddler, but to put a necklace with a nutmeg on it and give it to a teething toddler or a teething child for them to kind of gnaw on, and it can have some of the same anti-inflammatory.
They would drool so much.
It would be so nasty, and it would help soothe the pain.
Yeah, I
think that this is highly interesting. However, I recommend that you don't do this.
Breathe a neurotoxin.
Yes, but also because choking. But it is an interesting thing that if there's something that's gonna dull pain, that like we're gonna find it, like as people we're gonna seek it out. So
I like to watch babies. They're like when dogs teeth and they get that glassy-eyed look of just like satisfaction. Yeah, it hurts so good.
Yeah. So into the metaphysical. Okay, so the metaphysical on nutmeg is actually pretty cute. It's really, really adorable because, like the spice itself, when you use nutmeg in witchcraft, it is warm and spicy. It's a little treat, honestly. It is perfect for works between lovers. Oh. Not just like love spells, but works between lovers. First of all, it's questionable to say if you should ever do like a love spell when somebody doesn't really know. I am not going to weigh in with what I think about it, but just know there's controversy. However, as with anything, when two people are working towards a common goal, it can be like two heads are better than one, So it's said that if you are kind of like maybe like a married couple trying to get some spice back or something like that, it's perfect for those uses. So think of anything. You put a little bit under your bed in like a sachet or sack. Put some in some like a grown-up bath time water, something like that. And it's said to help spice that up. Also, it just creates this aura, this warm, safe, almost nostalgic. I saw like a lot of memory stuff tied to nutmeg. Just like a warm and safe home. Kind of this time of the year always makes me feel that way anyway. So it creates that kind of loving, warm, safe home. And I mean physically warm also as well, not just warm as in like, oh, I love everybody. But it also brings in general success, which was very broad. General success and money. It is a really, really, really popular for money works. One of the things that I kept seeing a little spell just being suggested over and over and over again, was to grind a little bit of nutmeg powder onto a green candle and burn it for the attraction of prosperity and fortune. I have to imagine you could do the same thing with a red candle in your love spells, your shacking up spells. And it is also said to be, this is kind of, for some reason, funny to me, it's said to bring about luck in games of chance.
Oh.
And rubbing, there's a tradition of rubbing some nutmeg onto a lotto ticket.
Oh, shit.
Letting the lotto ticket set for 1 day and 1 night. So I guess you got to plan out when you're going to buy it. Let it set for 1 day and 1 night before the results are read, and that will increase your chance of winning.
Oh.
So fuck you if you think I'm not trying it.
Don't count on it, but it might be more likely.
And then I got to thinking, I was like, you couldn't really do this with a scratcher. Because it's already printed. The ink's already been printed.
Oh, yeah, I don't think it's going to change underneath there.
Just let it just stare at it for a day and a night and be, God damn it. But I guess with like the idea there is that the lotto balls have not yet been drawn.
Right. And it can influence
it can,
that.
Yeah. Your path has yet to be influenced. So in this way of luck, it's very commonly used in mojo bags for like a fast luck.
I could see that.
Or fast money, I've seen it used for. So anything luck, money, and love related. All of Nutmeg's properties seem to be revolving around that kind of secure feeling that we really, really crave, especially this time of year. Money, luck, love, happiness, warmth. And again, back to that point of actual physical warmth, which I know is really important to some people right now.
Yes.
Or a lot of people right now anyway. And not necessarily for folks down in like Australia or anything, because I believe it's getting pretty toasty down there. But up here, we're having some cold come through, and a lot of people are bummed out. And more than just being bummed out, some people really need it.
Yeah, there are some people that are actually struggling.
Right. So I want to take a moment, and I want to end with an encouragement for some kitchen witchery, which I have rediscovered a little bit of a love for recently. And I want to share my enchanted recipe for warm and fuzzy feeling charmed nutmeg cake and caramel icing.
Oh, wow.
This is a recipe from All Recipes. I've made this recipe before. I think it's quite good. I've renamed it to make it my own because I'm a narcissist, but also I really love the term warm and fuzzy. And once you enchant something, I feel like you've changed the recipe enough
I feel that.
to get the right to rename it. So, all right. So all of the ingredients and the instructions will be after the music. But for the purpose of ritualizing this and making this more of a spell or a charm, I want to just kind of go through what you'll do. What sets something different aside from just cooking some sweet treats to it being a production of something magical. The first thing you want to do is clear your space. And you can do this in any way that feels good to you. I like to use smoke, as casting a circle is not like ideal when you want to be moving around the kitchen, kicking salt around and stuff. A good smoke circle, you can say the things that you want to say. You can invoke or call on or ask for any kind of deities that you work with, ancestors, lunar vibes, whatever you feel like is going to get in there and protect you while you're working this. So the next thing that you're going to want to do is decide how you want to work energetically. And I'm just going to run through what I do. It starts very common. I think it's very common to start with a good grounding. And what I do, I have a hard time. Okay, you guys know that my root chakra is not great. And I feel like, Macy, you can ground like without thinking about it.
It's just yeah.
You just can kind of do it. I really have a tough time doing it. So let me tell you how I do it. I really create my space, close my eyes, and then I have to use those visualization tricks of like growing the roots from your feet all the way to the core of the earth, and then like literally using your foot roots to drink in that energy of the earth. That takes a little bit of time for me. But when I kind of get into it, especially if I'm playing some good ritualistic music in the background, kind of getting into that vibe and just taking a moment, really making it a moment, I can get there. The next thing I do is quite easy for me, is to bring energy down from above and kind of start at the head. And a lot of people you'll hear it referred to as like a white light. For me, it's always been golden. So however you visualize the kind of spirit energy or universe energy, whatever you're, thinking of as above, so below kind of stuff.
I see it as like tendrils of fog.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like kind of little, it like creeps its way down.
Almost. Yeah. Ooh, like a little spooky ghost finger.
Have you ever seen that video? And it honestly is like a chili finger. Have you ever seen that video? And it's the ocean floor and all these little crabs.
Yeah.
And there's that weird ice thing that like hits the floor and then freezes the forest floor. You know what I'm talking about?
No,
and it looks like a white little tornado going through the ocean.
I was thinking when the two ocean parts meet each other and it kind of does a swirly thing.
Yeah. So this is like a freaky ice spear that just starts in the ocean and then it touches the floor and then freezes all the crabs. But I know. But
it's gem.
It looks like a white, like, tendrily thing, and that's always what I picture when I picture the universe part coming down, is that it's like this little tendril fog kind of thing, and it just like drapes down and works its way down.
See, I've always pictured it like a UFO beam, like a tractor beam, that. And it just kind of bam, it's on, because I feel like it's always there, and I just have to kind of tap into it and be like, okay, it's always here, but I'm looking at it now, and it's just a super bright, almost like a spotlight. And I feel like everybody gets their own, so it's like sometimes to look around and to see people with their own individual like light spikes, it's
what do you mean?
From okay, so like if I was sitting under that beam and it was a dark room, so like you'd have your own little spirit connection, like everybody has their own little spiky, little one, thing. However, draw some of that energy down and let them meet in the middle. I always feel like they meet kind of right in the stomach area. The red earth energy kind of meets with that golden light, and they kind of swirl and they kind of hang out. And then I feel like that's when I've grounded. So now I'm going to use that energy that I've pulled down to put it into the ingredients of what I'm cooking. Because I don't like to just use my own energy to do it. I like to have that lend a hand. But I need to feel like the energy's coming from somewhere, or else you're going to be worn out afterwards. And I think we've all accidentally, at least,
for sure,
used our own energy in this kind of purpose. So that's all that we're trying to avoid here, is we want to ground so we can pull that energy from somewhere larger than ourselves. All right, so you are going to hold any of the ingredients that you wish to make magic. So in this particular recipe, the ingredients that I would pull, that I want to put a little something into, would be the eggs, the sugar, and the nutmeg. So the eggs would be for protection, because the shell, they represent the whole protection. The sugar for like sweetness and for kind of a happy, kind of happy-go-lucky feeling. And then the nutmeg for that spicy warmth that it brings. One by one, you're going to hold your recipe. You're going to hold your ingredient in your hands. I like to sandwich them. And you're going to think about what you want that to represent. So with the nutmeg, I want it to represent that nostalgic kind of Christmas time feeling that you get, you think almost about being a kid, and you're home and it's like a cold snow day, but you're warm inside and you're safe and you're protected. And you got a roof over your head. And again, you don't have to have all of these things, you don't have to have great Christmas memories of being a kid. And I'm saying Christmas is just a time of year reference. You don't have to have all these things, but that feeling that it invokes is the same. And I want to pass the energy that I'm feeling through my hands into the thing that I'm holding, the nutmeg, right? And you just do it until it feels like, okay, I've jam-packed this herb with everything that it can hold. And now when I ingest it, it's going to like re-release that feeling back into my body and my family, whoever has it. I almost view kitchen witchery like charging a battery. Like you're charging up these ingredients. And then later when you eat the shit, it's like it's putting it back into you. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like you're doing a lot of work at once to save it and have it later on down the line, and not have to do this like every single time. Some people do like to charm or enchant or whatever the food that they eat like right before they do it, or say blessings or whatever. That's a lot for me. I want to do it up front and then get it out of the way. All right, so after you've enchanted everything that you wish to use, you're going to just make the cakes as normal. Again, recipe after the music. All while kind of staying connected to the energies that you brought in through your feet or from above, however you choose to do that. Keep your goal in mind. So picture yourself eating these when they're finished with your friends and your family, and picture yourself feeling that nostalgic feeling, and picturing yourself feeling very cared for. All the things that nutmeg brings, financial security, security in our relationships, and definitely physically warmth. As you're kind of cooking, I like to keep some music going in the background. And this is the point where I will change it from something that I really need to concentrate.
Something you can get down
to just something you can get down to. And just have that joyous feeling that you're trying to instill in the food. So after you've finished and you've popped them in the oven and you're kind of done, then you're going to thank the energies, anything that you've been holding in, anyone that you called in to help you, gods, goddesses, whatever. Give them a little thank you. Close your circle in any way that you wish. I kind of just envision the energies kind of like, okay, I'm done. And they go back and I say thank you to everybody who joined me and yada, keeping you safe when your back is turned, doing because I imagine also like when you're doing these rituals, you're kind of preoccupied. So I like to think that you're being protected. And then of course you want to say thank you for doing that. Return any energy that wasn't yours, right? So as we raise energy, we've talked before about if you don't like ground after a thing, you can like be hyped for like the rest of the day and not in a great way, in like a too much coffee kind of way.
Yeah, like manic.
Yeah, like, and it's uncomfortable and it's like, it's just kind of sweaty. So I always like to put my hands, this is what I do. I put my hands on the floor or I will just hold them out and I'll imagine all of the energy that's no longer mine. And all of the things that are no longer serving me are kind of returning back to the earth. And after I'm done, I'm the same as I was when I walked into it. No more, no less. So I know it's just a little tiny ritual. Pretty short and pretty sweet. The longest part by far is going to be opening your space. Yeah. But it's pretty quick. And if you've never participated in kitchen witchery, I think it's a good place to start. And not a full fucking meal, but it's a little sweet treat. And stay tuned again after the music for that full recipe.
Nice.
And I tried to find a quote about nutmeg. And wouldn't you know it, there's not any.
I believe that.
There's a bunch of really sad quotes about like nutmeg's history.
Yeah.
It's like... I don't want to be like, and to end this, nutmeg caused the deaths of thousands.
Was there like an Urban Dictionary entry for nutmegging?
To nutmeg somebody? I should look. Is that like bullfrogging?
I think it should be.
Okay, so here's the first one. It's just nutmeg. Nutmeg in football/soccer when you dribble the ball between the defender's legs. Or a very useful spice. And then there's nutmegging.
What is it?
To purposefully take a lot of nutmeg to experience those psychoactive...
The drug?
Yes. And it says, even on Urban Dictionary, it's saying don't do it. So you know it's serious.
Yeah.
Even if they're saying don't do it.
Good old Urban Dictionary.
Oh. Wow, this soccer thing's really popular. Okay. Nothing great.
Now we know.
Nothing
great.
We know that if we dribble a soccer ball between somebody's legs,
that's nutmeg.
It's nutmeg.
I'm going to talk to you about sweet gums.
Please do.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
And I have a couple different names for you for this.
Oh.
So let's
Gentleman's spiky butthole.
No, unfortunately not.
God damn.
I thought about gentleman's butthole today.
I think about gentleman's butthole all the time.
Something made me think. I don't remember what it was. It was something. I heard the word a button, and I was like, button wiener.
Yeah.
And then it went to butthole.
I think of it anytime I see those weird cat pictures with like the jewels. That
covering the butthole.
Yeah. I think because it was somebody like immediately posted it, and they were like, "Is this what a gentleman's butthole is?"
Yep.
And all I can think
it's
about
like, now it is.
No, yeah.
So this there's none of that, but there are some good ones.
There's none of that.
There's none of that. So the Sweetgum Tree, I'm talking about the American Sweetgum Tree.
Oh, America.
Yep. AKA the hazel pine.
The juniper.
Satin walnut.
Okay.
Sure. Red gum. And alligator wood.
Excuse me?
I don't know why.
Satin walnut is the most inaccurate description of that.
It sounds like a shitty stripper name.
Satin walnut? Ew.
Walnut.
I'm satin walnut. I don't know what else satin walnut would say.
That's all. That's it. So the American Sweetgum tree is native to the southeastern United States, as well as Mexico and parts of Mexico and Central America. So it's a deciduous tree, meaning that it drops its little leaves, every single year. And its leaves look like little 5-pointed stars. Little green star boys.
Metal.
And it's a very fast-growing tree. And it's a tough boy. Yeah. It's got a high tolerance for a lot of things. So it doesn't mind moist soil.
Yeah.
It's cool with like coastal areas of the eastern United States. It's really thick through the eastern United States. And it can even handle salt. Like a little bit of salt in the soil and whatnot. And due to it preferring the moisture in the warm areas, it will often grow next to willows.
Oh.
They like the same things.
I also think that's why it gets a reputation of being a little shit tree, is because they are fast growing and they are hard to get rid of.
Yeah.
So
they spread.
Yeah.
A lot. So when a sweet gum turns around 20 is when it's...
I'm sorry. That was the weirdest way to phrase that.
When they have their 20th birthday party.
They turn 20. Okay, sure.
That's when they start dropping balls. That's when their balls drop.
I quit. I'm leaving.
It produces its spiky fruits. So they're technically little fruits. And which are full of seed. And because of this honestly really badass ingenious design of the sweet gum ball, there's some advantages here with it. And it kind of explains the sweet gum's success. So while it's a really vital food source, the sweet gum, sweet gum balls. God damn it.
Absolutely.
My brain.
The balls.
Could not fix that. It's super vital to the forest critters. So things like squirrels and shit, love them.
So the spiky balls, is that after the fruit has...
So they're green and spiky.
Yeah.
And not so sharp when they're not ripened yet.
Yeah.
Then they ripen, and then when they fall, they've opened up, and then the dead seeds are all that's left.
Oh.
Yeah. So, but before that, like a bunch of little forest mammals, deer and shit will eat them, and it's very nutritious, protein dense to eat the seeds out of the sweet gum pod before it opens up. However, while the little forest critters can get into it, insects can't. So they can't destroy the seed pods, really, making it a great tree for reforestation because odds are it's going to drop a shitload of seeds, and those seeds are hardy, and they'll take. So it's interesting, and I've not read this about a tree before. The tree itself actually improves the health of the soil by correcting the nitrogen level in it.
Oh, so it's like tomatoes.
It's neat.
It's tomatoes or potatoes that you want to plant every once in a while to like
to balance out the soil level. That's neat. I didn't know that, but they're helpful little boys. So here are some common uses that you can do. I thought these were cute ideas. I have the website at the end, and these were some of them. So you can lay the pods around young plants to deter snails and slugs because they don't want to crawl over that shit.
Yeah,
they're not about that.
No.
So create a ring of basically like razor wire around your plants, and the snails and the slugs won't fuck with it.
I wonder if it'll keep that fucking possum away from
I doubt it. I doubt it. They'll probably just bite them and throw them away.
I'm gonna try it anyway.
I love that possum.
He can suck it.
I love him so much.
Hissing at my dog all the time.
I don't know why I wrote this. I said it can deter snails and slugs who don't appreciate the texture.
So fancy.
They don't appreciate
I don't appreciate that.
The same goes for rabbits. They don't like it either. And you can kind of press them into the ground a little so they don't blow away, you know, and make like a...
Rabbits?
You just mush them into the ground. You can use them in mulch. You can like mulch them up, you know.
Just throw those
those
spikes everywhere.
They're great. So I thought this was a really interesting idea. So sometimes depending on the plants in the bottom of your planters, you put like a base layer of rock or something down for drainage. And instead of using rocks, you can use sweet gum little balls, and like because they don't break down very easily.
Really?
Yeah, and they drain excellently, and so you can line the bottom of your pots and planters and shit.
They don't rot?
Not quickly.
Wow.
It takes them a long time. Because I looked at, like, if you want to try to compost them, it takes a long time. They're like fucking wood.
Okay.
So you can use those as like drainage in your planters.
They're velvet chestnut.
Well,
whatever.
Satin
chestnut.
velvet chestnut. That was from futurefarming.org.
Whoa.
So the pods, bark, and the leaves are all very medicinal.
Sorry. And the leaves.
And the leaves. Got a lot coming at you. So the leaves, they can be mashed into a poultice. It's really, really good for insect bites that are getting all pissed off, as well as antibiotic requiring wounds. So if you got a wound that's starting to look a little infected, get you some sweetgum leaves, mash them up, and paste them on there. Oftentimes people just use saliva. Yeah. You can just kind of chew it and
Aragorn.
Yeah, and you can do that, and that'll do its thing. So this tree is not really toxic. Which is surprising because I always
the
thought
way you
it
say
was.
Not really.
Well, you know what I mean. It's still
yeah. It was always we were always told that they were poisonous.
Yeah, it's not poisonous. So you know, I'm not going to tell you to like suck on the leaves to make a poultice.
Don't let your cat suck on it.
Don't let your cat suck on it at all. But like maybe if you have like a mortar and pestle, like mash them up a little bit and then kind of put a little bit of good water and kind of get all the oils broken up and then make like a poultice out of it. You could use it for bites or like an infected wound.
And you can do that with the actual spiky ball?
The leaves. The soft little green 5-point leaves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this is a breakdown of everything. There's some shit with the balls and some shit with the bark. The pods can be broken open and you can get the seeds. And like they have like a thin papery shell and you get that off. You can actually grind them into flour.
Oh.
Which I was very surprised by. And they can be eaten. They're a good protein dense foraging food.
Oh.
And the sap is like anti-everything. It's anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, antibacterial. It's some people, in some studies, I've seen that it almost has like a very mild chemo property.
Oh, wow.
Like it's just a BAMF in every way. And that was from, I love Foraging Texas. That was from Foraging Texas. It's a great site.
I need to check that out. And I encourage everybody to check out some form of foraging for your area.
Yeah.
So you can really, really learn your
goods.
Yeah.
And that's what I love. And I'm starting to do that more. And so now I know, okay, so when spring comes, I'll collect the green leaves.
Yeah.
And I'll preserve them and dry them and have mason jars of those. Yeah. So if I get bit by a goddamn wasp or something, slap that shit on there real quick.
How would you preserve a green? How would you do
I think
that?
I would just dry it like a tea.
Yeah.
You know.
And then you could still use it?
Yeah, I think you can.
Okay.
I think you can.
All right. So it doesn't have to be fresh.
Yeah. I think it'll be fine. And so it'll retain its properties. And then you just get some warm water and kind of, you know,
make a
bag out of it. Yeah.
I think being a kid, it was so ingrained into us that like, do not eat berries. They're poisonous.
Anything.
Don't do this. It's poisonous. And for good reason.
Yeah, as a kid,
you know,
because you'll die. You eat hemlock or something.
Yeah. But as an adult, it's got me so freaked out that I'm scared to do anything. I don't even know what certain trees are.
Yeah.
Because it's like, why would I need to? I'm not going to use it for anything.
Yeah.
So like, to unlearn that and to really learn
it is unlearn is a good word for it. You have to deprogram yourself
and still be careful. We're not advising you.
Oh yeah, I'm not telling you to make a salad out of the leaves. Please God, don't do that.
Macy told me to do it from the Witch Bitch Amateur Hour.
This one I'm most excited about. So you can take the unripe green pods, the ones that haven't opened yet. They're still green.
Soft.
Yeah, they're softer. And cut them in half or kind of mash them up a little bit. And place them into a quart mason jar, and then fill up the quart jar, and then fill up the quart jar with vodka or some sort of grain type alcohol. Steep it for 6 weeks, and that makes a tincture with antiviral properties.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's actually properties in the Sweetgum Tree that are like a mild Tamiflu.
Oh.
So, like the chemical that makes Tamiflu in a mild form has like the properties exist in Sweetgum.
Right.
So it has an antiviral property to it.
How would you use a tincture?
You drink it.
You just like take a shot?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I never know the difference between like a tincture and like a tea and a...
Yeah. A tincture is a very concentrated shot, pretty much, and it's alcohol.
Right.
I'm really getting into tinctures. I'm excited about those. The Cherokee would use a decoction. I wasn't really familiar with that word. From the inner bark. So there's the outer bark and the inner bark, to calm the nerves and just kind of comfort. That was like a big thing. It was like a real calming, de-stress type thing. An oil can be made from the leaves, stems, and inner bark to create a salve for minor aches and pains, which I also really want to make. And that was from Garden Grimoire.
I think, ooh, Garden Grimoire. That sounds beautiful.
That's pretty.
I think I've actually seen some Sweetgum salves like on Etsy and things like that. But I think I've seen that as an active property or ingredient.
I want to make some. I want to make some this summer or this spring when they're a little healthier.
Yeah. I love a good salve. Make good
salve. Its sap has been burned as incense for relaxation.
Oh.
And it can actually, the sap cannot be chewed as a gum replacement.
Can? Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's very chewy.
Cool.
The pods themselves have long been called witches' balls or witches' burrs.
Oh.
And they have a strong presence in hoodoo and conjure work. Their bread and butter is protection. Big time.
As you can imagine.
Yeah.
Spiky.
Well, look at them, you know. They're little spiny selves. They're believed to ward off evil. They can be hung over doors and whatnot to prevent evil from entering, enemies, etc. And this can be done sneakily because, I mean, there's a lot of crafty wreaths that you can make out of sweet gums, and you can kind of like incognito hide a protection spell in your little fall wreath.
Hell yeah. Or you could just go full out and make like a pentacle out of one.
Yep. Yep. I'm about to have a shit pile of them, so I'm going to try to craft. It's also believed that they can increase effectiveness of spells. So when they're used as an offering on your altar, it's kind of believed that they can be an amplifier. So they're just kind of like a little beaming beacon of amplified energy. And there are many spells. It was just a note. There's a lot of spells online of different things you can do with sweet gum pods. They're a very versatile thing in your practice. And so another thing, so the 5 pointed leaves symbolize balance of spirit and the elements, making the leaves a tremendous amplifier for potion work. So because you have that 5 pointed pentagram, essentially, and the leaf, it's the balance of the elements, the balance of spirit. It's just this balanced thing, and putting it in potions with that balance can take your potion to a higher level.
Nice.
I love potions.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Love potions.
Snape.
Ugh. Snape. The burrs can be used as the earth element on your altar, which is not surprising. And they can also be added to mojo bags, charm bags, etc., especially for protection and amplification. The burrs can be loaded for further power. So whether it be for protection, banishment work, or money drawing, that was one thing. I saw one spell. I actually saw it in a couple of different places. It's so harsh. So basically, if you have somebody that owes you money or someone that you almost want to make uncomfortable to where it's like, ooh, I haven't paid them back yet. That's not good. You get a sweet gum burr and you get their picture and you basically put their face side into the spine and you tie it up until they're itchy enough to pay you.
Hold on, wait. So you just take a spiky ass sweet gum ball and shove you impale somebody's photo on it.
That's what it seemed like. And then you tie it.
What's tie it?
Like with a rope. Like you tie it that way until
so it doesn't get away.
Until they come pay you.
I mean, honestly,
it makes sense. And that, just like a lot of things with like that conjure work, it's just like, you know what, if you're going to want to make them itch, that's going to make them fucking itch. Or like,
and I mean, if they owe you money, I think it's justified.
Yeah.
You know? But
nobody likes a thief.
But you do you.
I just loved it. I was like, oh, shit.
That's so literal, though.
I love it. Yeah, I love it. So you can do a bunch of different things here. So the burrs, they can be used in conjunction with oils, herbs, wax, like candle magic, holy water. Of course, Catholicism has its place. here oftentimes are in prayer, holy water, things like that, as well as incantations to create a powerful charm. Using these guys. I saw several online different things, like some were for protection, like herbs were picked and then a black candle sealed it all in wax. Some were done in a trio like that, like it would be a trio of them and then sealed in wax and then tied with like a red thread and then hung over the door, things like that.
Yeah.
Or money drawing. There's all kinds of shit that you can do. So that's one thing. And you can use your candle magic colors and whatnot. And different herbs for your purpose. And you can kind of load these bad boys up and do a spell with them. Like if you're trying to get some money coming in, grab one of those bad boys and a green spell candle and some good like prosperous herbs and oils and shit. Maybe like a money drawing oil. Put it on there and, get it all loaded up and turn it into a little charm, something like that. So I think they're super cute.
Or just shove someone who owes you money, their photo onto it.
Yes, and tie it.
if you're a little if you want to go to a little middle hand path,
if you've lost patience in the whole situation, and you're probably not going to get your money back.
But you want to make somebody go, oh, shit.
Oh, I should have paid them back.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah. Yeah. I just love it. I love that uncomfortability element of it. It's like, it's not direct harm. It's just like, oh.
It's like, you know what you did, and you need to at least feel bad.
You need
to
at least acknowledge it. So the charm can then be placed where it can be most effective. So depending on your usage. So, for one, if you did a protection spell, like by the front door, or maybe under the bed, if you've been having like bad dreams or something like that, do a spell for psychic protection, seal it up in your little amplifier bad boy and put it under your bed. You can do all kinds of shit and, just kind of customize it how you want it and just kind of just put it up somewhere and let it radiate its little energy power.
Its little protective spike boys. That's
Sweetgum.
I love it. I'm really psyched about making a little Sweetgum craft for like above my door.
I want to make a pentacle wreath.
Yeah.
Now that you brought that up.
Yeah.
Put some little flowers on it. Maybe get a big fake raven.
But one that's excessively large.
I love fake birds and wreaths.
Oh yeah.
It's one of my favorite things.
Oh yeah. I love fake I love these wreaths, and I'm thinking it's fresh because Halloween just happened, but like with the whole ass pumpkin in it. Like the small ones, but it's just a whole ass pumpkin. I love wreaths. I love them so much.
I do too. It's like one of the only reasons that I wish I lived not in the country where somebody other than like my mom and Hunter could see my wreath.
But see, there's also freedom in that because
I can get weird.
I mean, I can't put, unless it is Halloween, I can't put some shit that I really want.
I could put like a big suction cup dick in it and nobody would care.
And nobody, well, I mean, not care is pretty strong.
Yeah,
but
Hunter would probably give it the evil eye and be like, oh, God.
Which, by the way, when I lost my phone and you sent me 400 evil eyes.
I had a feeling you would have a chuckle.
And the thing is I knew you were mad. I knew you were pissed off at me. But there was also like a level of humor to it. Yeah. That I was like, okay, I know she's mad, but she's not like,
I was scrolling through and I was like, what? And I just found those I was like, no goddamn way they have the evil eye as an emoji. And I sent you 50 of them.
Did, after you sent me 50 knives. I lost my phone for a little while, guys. And it was like in the middle, it was like
it was during spooky sode planning.
Yeah, it was a bad time to lose my phone. And I was just like, oh shit, what do I do? And it took me way too long to figure out that I should just jump on Facebook on the computer and message you and be like, yo, I lost my phone. So when I did find it, there was just so many things. It's just like, Charlye! And like a Marco, you're like, I need you to write me back.
And I think I sent you one that was just like, come on, man. Like,
to be honest with you, there was about 3 Marcos sitting there when I got my phone back, and I watched the first one, but I did not watch the other 2 because I was like, she's just yelling at me. I'm not going to watch these.
The last one that I said, the unboxing one, I was like, look, maybe this will get you to answer, and I was just throwing shade. But the evil eye is my new favorite emoji. I cannot believe that it exists.
I know. and to get 400 of them in
Yeah.
a text, I could just picture you like...
They were sent with love, but also that,
but also annoyance.
laced with
like, okay, I'm serious. I am giving you the evil.
Like, I want you to chuckle at this, but I also want you to
write me the fuck back. Well, it worked. Okay, well, I'm just going to lose my pop filter for the rest of the episode, so sorry if I pop my peas at you. Wow. That was wow. That was the first episode we've done in quite some time.
Yeah.
Felt good about it.
It wasn't as focused as we have been in the past.
Well, that's
we had
to
some
be expected,
catching up.
But what are you going to do? That's what chopping stuff out in post is for.
Yeah. Man, I'm ready to get my cat.
Yeah.
Like, get him here.
You know what you should name him? You should name him Beans. You're naming him, Dante.
He also, though, looks like a Gunther.
I will never not think of Gunther from
I know.
Friends.
That's my other thing, because I really don't just love Gunther.
Character or name?
Yeah, the character.
Really?
Yeah.
I do like him in around season 4 when he's
not just like a hopeless, absolute dependent wretch.
But he still makes funny comments about like...
He throws a lot of shade.
You're like, somebody's wearing shoes and he's like, Rachel has those in red. Or whatever.
So
and it just does that weird shit. Or when he's being really mean to Ross.
He is really mean to Ross.
And I love it so much.
I like the name Dante, and he's very devious. He's a fun little cat.
I can't wait to meet him.
He's a little fuck. I'm ready for him.
He's a little fuck.
He's a little fuck. Great attitude, and he loves attention, but he's scrappy enough that I think he needs to be an outside cat. Like, I think he will love being an outdoor cat. Plus, he looks like a forest cat.
Oh, look, his little long face hair.
Yeah, he's got very big eyebrows. And he looks like a little bobcat, kind of. And he's real funny. So everybody's going to meet Dante in photo form soon.
Dante. Because he's a little devil.
He's a little devil boy.
Or what did you just call him? A little shit?
He's a fuck.
He's a fuck. He's a shit.
He's a little fuck.
No, man. Well, you know who's not a fuck?
Jem.
No. What? No.
I didn't know where you were going with it.
Jim is the king of
the
all
fuck.
fucks. Sweet buttery Jesus.
Icy fuck.
No, I'm talking about Beanie, who is the writer of today's bean footage.
Beanie, like the bee's knees? Like
yes.
B-E-E.
It's B-E-E-N-E-E. And then, I don't know how they do that, but they put a little emoji in the name as well.
Oh, nifty.
Which I didn't think you could do. So, let's just sit back and relax and let Mama read you some bean footage.
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. This is from Beanie. It's called Favorite Witch Cast Ever.
Oh, shit.
I have been listening for a year now.
Whoa.
And re-listening.
Oh.
God bless you. I love everything about it. It feels like listening with knowledgeable and comical friends. I cannot recommend this podcast enough.
That's good.
I thought I'd leave you hanging there. I cannot recommend this podcast enough. Listen to it. I promise you will not regret it. Thank you, Beanie.
I like that.
Followed by a bee emoji.
I like the bee.
It's a very cute little bee. It's not even like the from the front bee. It's like a profile of a bee.
Cute.
Which is adorable. Maybe that might just be how it translated on my phone though. But okay, listen. Mace Wad. Do you want to support local podcasts?
Sure. I actually do support our podcast.
Would you like to support small business podcast?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you'd like to do that, we have an Advertise cast.
Mm-hmm.
Where can you find it?
You can find it at advertisecast.com/The Witch Bitch Amateur Hour podcast.
Except no, not podcasts.
Oh. The Witch Bitch Amateur Hour. I'll never learn these. And that one's new too, and I never can remember it.
We have one email where you get about a half of an email's worth that you're allowed to send.
Yeah. Yeah. You have a 300 character limit.
Not even. We get some pretty great emails.
Yeah, we
guys,
do.
And we're just kidding.
We just joke because we're shitty at corresponding well.
Send us an email at wbahpodcast@gmail.com.
That's the one.
You know it's not the one.
Jim.
Yeah. Where can you go throw some Sweetgum balls at Jim at?
You can watch Jim lazily bat away said Sweetgum balls that you threw away with his one chilly hand.
Sucking on just a pound of nutmeg.
Oh, yeah, he would be. He'd have like a teething necklace of it.
Oh, he would. Just slurping on it. And his eyes are like dilating because he's tripping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh. He'd be a wild card. Trippin' Jim?
Trippin' Jim.
Fuck Trippin' Jim.
Trippin' chili-fingered Jim.
That'd be a nightmare.
Oh, boy.
Trippin' Jim is a nightmare.
Jim is a nightmare.
He is a nightmare. I imagine Trippin' Jim, though, runs like all disjointed and all leggy and scary.
Yeah. Or like backwards,
Ew.
but like still looking at you.
Ew.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
But you can see him do all of these things.
Yeah, you can go see Trippin' Jim.
Over at...
Witch Bitch Amateur Hour.
We have one Twitter.
One Twitter.
What did we used to do for Twitter? At... Is that what we used to do for Twitter?
I don't remember. You just used to try to copy me. Forever.
Ever. We have one tweeter at Bitch Hour.
Oh.
That's what we would do. We would say Bitch Hour in different ways.
Yes, we would.
Come meet with us over on Facebook at Witch Amateur Hour.
We're there.
No.
Join the coven.
No bitch on Facebook. We have a Patreon if you're out of your mind.
Yeah, I don't get it.
And want to help support the podcast, the small local business podcast.
Yep.
That is the Witch Bitch Amateur Hour. Patreon.com/wbahpodcast and Macy. Should you wish to send a letter to the most glorious, glittery, sugary, candy-coated, sweet, cutest little P.O. box in Texas, where is it?
It is a P.O. Box 865.
The hand over the mouth also makes it sound a little old-timey.
Kind of radio show.
Got a little bit of like a Fallout vibe.
75103.
There it is. I love it.
We've gotten some wonderful mail. We thank y'all so much for sending it. We read all of it.
And no pressure to send us actual items.
No. Like, we got just some lovely letters.
Yeah.
I love reading the letters. It's so great.
It's so cool to see something handwritten come through.
We got one that was real funny, and her pen died like 6 times. And then at the last one, she was just like, another one bites the dust, like in the margins, and like started a new one.
I'm just just changing from like red to blue.
It was like pale black to like kind of gray, even more, and then just like good saturated black. I'm like, it was funny.
Well. So thank you guys for sticking with us.
Again.
I could not be more grateful for the return to normalcy.
Yes.
And,
that was a yawn.
Yeah. Followed by a very enthusiastic yes.
Yes.
And tune in next time for another episode of the Witch Bitch Amateur Hour.
Normal, boring ass episode.
Tell us what normal, boring ass thing you'd like us to talk about it. Because good God, boring feels pretty good.
It feels swell.
It swells. It slaps. Slaps your swelling.
Oh, ew. You're doing little ball taps with your hand.
I know. I meant to. I can't. How do we end these things?
It's hot.
Let's go.
Okay.
Welcome back, Beans, for some more kitchen witchery. For this enchanted, warm, and fuzzy-feeling charmed nutmeg cake and caramel icing, you will need 3 eggs at room temperature. I know that's a pain, but it's important. 1/2 of a cup of butter softened, also important. 1½ cups of white sugar, 1 cup of buttermilk, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 2 teaspoons ground nutmeg, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. For the caramel icing, you will need 1/2 cup of packed brown sugar, 3 tablespoons cream, 1/4 cup butter, and 1½ cup confectioner's sugar. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to that oven. You're going to preheat it to 350 degrees. That's Fahrenheit. Lightly grease 2 9-inch round cake pans. Beat the crap out of that butter and the white sugar with an electric mixer, or just go ham on it with a hand mixer, in a large bowl until it's light and fluffy. The mixture should be noticeably lighter in color. Add the room temperature eggs in 3 batches, or 1 at a time, blending them into the butter mixture fully. Stir in the vanilla. Sift together the flour, baking powder, baking soda, nutmeg, and salt. At this point, you're going to add 1/3 of the flour mixture into the bowl and mix it until it's just barely incorporated. Then add 1/2 of the buttermilk, mixing it gently. Continue adding the flour alternatively with the buttermilk, mixing until combined. Then you're going to spread that batter into your prepared pans. You're going to bake this for about 25 to 30 minutes, or until the old toothpick trick happens the way it's supposed to. Be sure you let those cakes cool completely. Ooh, that was some alliteration for your ass. Before you put the icing on. To make the caramel icing, in a medium saucepan, heat the brown sugar and the cream or the milk, whichever you decide to use, and a 1/4 cup of butter until it is boiling. Boil it for 2 minutes, then remove it from the heat and let it cool. Stir in the confectioner's sugar and beat it until it is smooth. Add more cream or milk or confectioner's sugar as needed to achieve your desired consistency. Make sure that you really take the time to enchant those ingredients, and I am absolutely sure that you're going to dig it. If you're into kitchen witchery at all, you will totally notice a difference. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Again, this has been some kitchen witchery, WBAH style. Bye, beans.